While anyone who watched the game saw He Gets Us, a lot of you probably didn't see the ad for Hallow. I mean Hallow. Hallow. Most of you probably didn't because it only aired in about 14 markets. And what that means is that they didn't pay $7 million for it. They also didn't pay Marky Mark to be in the ad because he owns the company. I'm Professor Einstein. I'm a former TV and advertising executive turned marketing critic. On its face, this seems like an app for meditation, getting in touch with God, similar to Calm or Headspace. Dig a little deeper, there's a little bit of controversy underneath. Because most of you probably didn't see it, take a look, and then I'll talk about the issues on the other side.
God, we take this moment just to give you thanks. We thank you for this time to come together as a family, as friends, and as a country. Help us, Lord, especially this Lent, to grow closer to you. Amen.
Join us in prayer this Lent on Hallow. Stay prayed up.
From a marketing perspective, this was really smart because the Super Bowl happened just a couple of days before Ash Wednesday, and that's one of the most important dates on the calendar for Catholics. There are two things that are really concerning about this app. One is that it is funded in part by Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a billionaire, Trump-supporting billionaire, who was the one who funded Hulk Hogan in his fight against Gawker. Because Peter Thiel didn't like what Gawker wrote about him, he funded Hulk Hogan to be able to take down Gawker, so Gawker went out of business. The other thing about this app that is frankly bizarre is there's a section related to The Sound of Freedom. The Sound of Freedom was a movie that came out this summer right before Barbie and Oppenheimer, and there was all sorts of controversy around it, not least of which there was funny doings in terms of the funding, as well as the story of this particular movie was about Tim Ballard and how he helped get children out of sex trafficking, and at the same time, he was thrown out of his organization because of, let's say, questionable behavior. Jim Caviezel was the star of Sound of Freedom, and he is a well-known QAnon supporter, and that film has also been tied to QAnon. Just as we saw with He Gets Us, there's a whole lot of Republican QAnon conspiracy going on behind this app too.